on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to pass. Right side, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The throw to the outside is complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Back to throw, it's Chambers. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. Knocked down immediately.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Hubs it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Long way to go on second down. Could not make his way to the corner.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Moves the pocket. It's Chambers looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Takes a handoff. It's Alexander. Across the 25, he's got room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Pass to 6. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Makes the grab. It's Spence. He'll be dropped.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff to the lone back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Back to pass on second down. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On third down, he drops to throw. Out wide left, it's Spence. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They punted away on fourth down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sees an alley. Turning it on. Pass to 50. The 30. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wants to throw on first. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Here we go. Go.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job.
Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Stop short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here and stay on the field.
Snags it! They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for room. It's Alexander. He's past the sticks. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early.
Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Sherrill. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone. He makes a grab. Gets it in there for the touchdown. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Spits it out to the back. They're working that left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the red zone, it's Alexander. Second and long here. This time they'll throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Off play action on first down. Big fella moving. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Under pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Long way to go on second down. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Tar Heels will snap it on first and 10. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Move to his right. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. Right side, it's York. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
It is good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of this drive. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Hauls it in. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Looking for a big play. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Florida Gators. And it's the Sooners with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out.
Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
He'll toss it. He's got enough. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got his man out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. It's complete to the left. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And now this offense will take the field again. The run inside. It's Alexander. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Off the boot, looking for his man. And he gets rid of it.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Rushes on. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Drops back on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Just barely got rid of it.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Straight ahead, it's Alexander. There he goes.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Seven-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those. They need...
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. A long way to go for this offense. The running back has it. Powers through the defender. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Keep it on the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Edwards. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And they got him for a safety.
That is a risky time in play call. Running a running back screen backed up like that, it did not fool anybody on defense. They converge right away, get him down, and they steal 2 points.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Fresh center downs going to the air. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be...
He lets one fly deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And this just hasn't hit.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now.
There he goes to the right. The tag. Touchdown, North Carolina. And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
From the gun, it's Alexander. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
Got to make the play on 4th. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
He's loose on the right. He's at the 40. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Driving forward, it's Jackson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. 3rd down coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Right side, it's Jackson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. 2nd and long here. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. He's taking a deep shot. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all